Today we're going to remember the strategy we learned yesterday to help us recount a fairy tale. Remember, in this strategy, we think about the characters, the setting, and the problem and the solution. As we think about those, it helps us to remember the important events that happened through the story so that we can recount it. We drew a 4-square box and we labeled it characters, setting, problem, and solution. Remember, in the box with characters, we write the most important characters in the story. When we go to the setting, we jot where the setting happens. And just like in other stories, fairy tales often take place in more than one setting. So it's important that we jot down the different places the story happens. That way, when we recount the story, we remember to share the setting. In the problem box, we jot down the challenges that the character faced or the problems they had to overcome. And in the solution box, we write the different ways those problems and challenges were solved. Then we use this chart to help us to recount or retell the story in the order that it happened. Using this box helps us to think about those important things, jot them down, and then use them as we're telling the story. You can do this same work with a fairy tale from any culture, like the story of Ye Shen. In fact, that's going to be your job today. Today, your independent reading task is to go back and reread Ye Shen in your Journeys 2.2. Then I want you to make a 4-square chart. You can do it on a piece of paper or in your reading notebook and label it character, setting, problem, and solution, or CSPS if you remember what those letters will mean. You are going to jot down ideas from the story to help you remember what happened. And then you're going to use your chart to help you recount the story to someone. Same work we did yesterday, but this time you're doing it with a fairy tale from another culture. I wonder if there's anyone in your home who's never heard the story of Ye Shen. You can help pass along that traditional tale by recounting the story to them. Then if you have any time left in your independent reading, you are going to try this work with one of your independent reading books. Read the story, jot down what happened in the 4-square box, and recount the story to someone else. All right, readers, head off, have a great time, and don't forget to come back and reflect on your lesson.